Gin misses the spooks and the jump scares and changes the arena calendar back to October. It's spooky, it's terror time again. It's terror time again. Look, that's a throwback song. If you know Terror Time, you've shown your age. Of the Resolve, Toonlink Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalocars, and it's the end of July, which means August is just around the corner, which means you know what it's time for, actually. We're really about to step foot on the road to AV Mania 3. And things are about to start piling on and on. Sundave is having many discussions with superstars, and first and foremost, it is without further ado that I can announce your open challenge, which will start the first Friday, August 2nd. It will be a man who returned very recently, but has not had the star-studded return that he so wanted. Just recently, he pinned the current Mr. Golden Ticket. The former Mr. Golden Ticket, Yosuke, has found his path to AV Mania, and people may associate him with trash cans, but this time around, trash cans will be what leads him to victory. It's the Yosuke Garbage Can Open Challenge. Yosuke will be taking out the trash. And I'm certain that's how he's gonna see all of his opponents, and he's willing to take them down by any means necessary, and by any means I mean probably many trash cans, stumbling people onto them, dropping their faces onto them. No matter what he's gotta do, he will get the job done. AV Mania is next month. Get excited, because the announcers are gonna start pouring in left and right. I'm certain. Sundavy, he is on the move. He is prepping things. He's even got some. I've talked to Sundavy a little bit. I don't want to spoil what he's got going on, but he sees things. He understands the state of the AWE, and he wants to do something to make his mark. But that's a him problem. We'll let him do whatever he wants to do in the near future. For me though, it's time for the Danganronpa Hunger Games, and I gotta get this this list of the things that I picked from last time from your comments. Remember remember last week when I was like, hey, name 5 people? Or answer these 5 questions? Thank you very much. Huh? I got those answered right there, so. Shall we? Last episode, we had the girls. This time around, we got the boys. It's all teams that can create 2 gentleman characters, and it's gonna be a good time. Let's start at the top. We have former champions, and I hate that hedgehog. Praise and Aru Angie. Oh, that's not Angie. She's just a vessel today for the great Atua. With Pandreo, Damnation sees Monodam and Kibo. Kid Rock sees Alice and Leon. Hamtaro sees Fumi and Mika. Where there's smoke, there's Nagito and Mishima. Boys sleep over as Masaru and Gin. Unfortunate Souls of the poorest variety sees Juzo and Tengen. Anything for her sees Ranmaru and Desahiko. Ghost Zone sees Kori and Vivia. Makoto sees Makoto and Maskoto. The Ghostbusters sees Gonta and Kokichi. So the story goes, and the story. Xingqiu. Memory is Key, Hajime and Yuma, small companions, Gundam and Joe. Pimps Mafia, Kazuichi and Fuyiko. Cops and Robbers, Taka and Leon. Get Motivated, Azuru and Nekamaru. Rebel Hearts, the champion of pancakes, Mitarai, with Kazuha, Big and Tall Daisaku, and Fat Togami. More Than Meets the Eye, Sakura and Akechi. Sakura, you know, she's fooled us all apparently. It's just like early in the game where they thought that she was a boy, but indeed she is a girl. Music Theory, Shuichi and Heizo, Beneath the Mask Jotaro and Gin, God Amongst Kings, Zhongli and Ryoma, Hot Docs, Taichi and Dottore. PTA sees Professor Layton and this name is wrong now. Mama no longer. Is that how we? I think that's how we spelled it. Now he's Joe Mama Hendry. And full course meal kanji and do and. That's not all we gotta do. Let's roll the real spin the wheel real quick just in case, you know. Just in case. I do believe there's a chance that we'll see it before the end of the season. I think next week, or not next week, the last 2 episodes in Tag Team Action are going to be the higher chances. Because I don't think this one's gonna hit. But hey, I have jinxed before, so the titles may be on the line right now. We may be seeing Barbara enter this match as well. Let's find out as the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. And Chaos says, I'm staying down. Next week. Not next week, in a couple of weeks. As Order Remains today. We'll be looking at this the next time that we get here. But until then, and as we save this, I usually save it at the end of the episode, but there we go. Now it's set up for next time, but this time, we're just having a good time, so make your picks. First, second, third, I had a question just before this. It's gone, but we'll go through your comments from last time because I have to tell you if you won or lost. I have my list of 5 answers to those 5 questions. Remember, if you match one of my answers, you did take the L, so let me peek at your comments from the last time. We'll get through it and see who wins, who loses. Here we go, Girls Night Out. So, starting at the bottom, and let me X that out. We had Frantic, like Frantic Fanfic? OMG, oh my gosh, that could be. Opening it off said Genocider for 1, Makoto, Makoto for 2, March 7th for 3rd, Usami 4th, and Monosuke 5th. You won. Didn't match any of my answers. As we go on, we're Jagspan. First was Mukuro, Yuta, Reiko. You were real close to my 3rd answer. Kokichi, he's kind of small. No, I'll go with Teruteru. And then Monokid, unfortunately you did lose. My 5th answer was also Monokid. Maxio, who said Komaru, made it past that. Kokichi made it past there. Raiden made it past there. Himiko made it past there. But once again, Monokid was the L answer. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of people with Monokid on this one. You just missed out. You almost made it, but we matched on Monokid. There was some real gambling going on for Kotoko, who guessed Kotoko for all of the answers, which technically fits. And the Nano Kumas for the last one, which means you passed. I did not answer Kotoko for any of them. Matthew Glover said for favorite female Danganronpa character, you said Mahiru, and unfortunately Matthew Glover, that was my first answer, so you were out immediately, unfortunately. So, Mizuki XL, Usami, and Monotaro. You would have made it if you picked anyone other than Mahiru. Dang. Answers to the questions, Tinko, Mew for Sonic Gaming, Chi-Chi, Teru, and Monokid again. The Monokids, a lot of you guys actually picked Monokid, and for some reason, I thought you would, because I think I've said a couple of times that, Monokid might be one of my least favorite Monokubs. So I was like, I'm picking him for this 100%. I'm about to clap some folks. You missed out just at the end there. Let me see. Kuzu, who said Mukuro, Monofony, Boss, Kurakuma, and Nanokumas. Admittedly, I forgot about the Nanokumas. You get a pass. I didn't match any of those. Let me see. Dragon Force Czar, who said 2nd place. Come on, Karumi, rest in peace. Also, the answers that you had were Karumi, Ibuki, Fubuki, Hina, and number 5, Dragon Force Czar, Monokid. You guys, y'all were really out here with the Monokid love, and I was like, for some reason, I feel like it's gonna be Monokid. Let's see, Cat Bubbles. Picking the most random answer so I can think of to not match Avi. Peko, you made it past. Kaede, you made it past. Rhyme, you made it past. Angie, you made it past. And Monosuke, you made it past. Good job. Just barely. Just barely. I admittedly thought about picking Rhyme. We'll get there. I'll say my answer is incomplete after this. Surprisingly, someone else picked Rhyme. We'll get there in a second. Cherry, who said Sonya Nevermind. Former champion. I forgot. I never remember the champion. Should have picked the current champion. That's an L anyway. That's an L anyway, Cherry. Raiden, Ryoma, and Monotaro. Look, I know that you would have picked the answer that I had. A shame. And lastly, Lady Psychic said Chiaki passed. Kokichi passed, Rhyme passed, Ryoma passed, and Monofony passed. I'm surprised I got so many of you. Mainly because of Monokid. Somebody matched my number one, which was Mahiru. And I'll go ahead and list them off real quick. I had female Danganronpa character, I said Mahiru. Former singles champion, I said Mitsurai, who's our current pancake champion, but is a former singles champion. Non-Danganronpa character in this episode, Rhyme. I said sharpshooting, steel-minded big sister Sarah, which nobody said. I thought I'd get somebody with that. Short character, I went with Fuyuhiko. I was like, he's the babyface gangster, he's a little boy. And the last one, a lot of you already realized, was my kid. My gosh. That was fun. I enjoyed that. We might do that some other time. That being said, we'll continue with the episode. Make your picks first, second, third. I'll pick first, because often when I ask these questions, I forget to pick, so let me jinx some people real quick. Where There's Smoke for first, Kid Rock for second, and I'm gonna take the champions for third. More Than Meets the Eye. So, tell me something that you either see or use or have in your daily life or just in your room that is relevant to your childhood, and tell me what that is. For example, I don't know if I can look at that. My watch plate is the Omnitrix from Ben 10. I don't know if I've talked about this. Someone saw that at work and was like, oh, that's real cool. And I was like, yeah, it is. I forgot it was like that. And it's been like that since I've gotten this smartwatch, and it's been a while since I've had that. So tell me something that either you have on your person, or like a pin on your backpack, or something on your desk or dresser, or just something around the room that's like, oh my gosh, I loved that when I was a kid, and that's a memento of me growing up. Give me something like that. Give me something interesting. I want to see it. I want to hear it. It could be as simple as like your phone background. Maybe you have your phone background. And you know what? Some of y'all probably have some real crazy phone. But we're gonna go to phone backgrounds next time. So you change your phone backgrounds now if you got some promiscuous or violent as your phone background, because we're coming back next time. Anywho, that's the question. Go ahead and answer it. We're gonna go on. We're gonna start this episode. We'll proceed. And as we get going, remember the Rumble. Who else will enter? We'll find out momentarily. Last place is gonna get themselves in, and of course, anyone who gets that spot via the event will also get in here. Let's start round one. As the tribute sound of the podiums, the horns they all sound. So horn bearers, y'all know what it is at this point. Get going. You go this way, actually. Yeah, that way. Oh, you know what? Don't forget, OC Revolution is tomorrow. Dirk Madison has been wildly trying to get things together, and he's got something, and we'll see how it goes. Good on you, Dirk. We'll see how you do. That being said, we got more things to get on. Starting with Azuru creating marketable plushes of Alice without his permission before he has a chance to get mad. They sell out like hotcakes. Kazuha using mysterious gas to knock out Sakura and Taichi, putting death claws in both of them. Tatsugami finds a massive sack of apples. For some reason I wanted to say stack. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Sakura has found a table. Oh boy. Sakura Tables Championship confirmed. Who knows? Sakura Champions, AWE Championship might be confirmed, to be honest. She's in that ladder match. Masaru walks into a very strange machine and gets ghost powers nearly immediately in this game. Zhongli attacks Juzo from behind and gets rid of him. And Juzo, I don't believe you're in this Rumble. I believe you're in the other one, right? You might not be in either one. You sure aren't. Well, I mean, you are now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Juzo to the Retribution Rumble. Juzo, the best of luck to you, but we must go on at this episode. Must get on the road. As Kokichi accepts shadows of Kokichi and gains the power of Persona, Gundam draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, for fun, Ryoma knocks out Totoro in a fistfight. Don't come to the Kang, my guy. Don't come to the Kang. Don't come to Kang Ryoma. He'll knock you out. He'll hit you with the old 1-2. You better believe he will. Just like he's gonna try and hit everyone with a 1-2 in that ladder match and get his championship back. Man, we love Ryoma out here. Joe twiddles his thumbs. Shuichi just found a fishing rod, now he can catch all the fish. Joe Mama Hendry is looking out only for himself. Fumi found moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Taichi is thinking of plans to get out of here. Corey sneaks up on Akechi. Akechi's known he's been followed for ages now, is able to counterattack and kill Corey. He is not in the house today. Tengen looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Kibo wishes he could go home. The Archon see Gripper telling him to do, grant him a cryo-vision. What in the world? Eggman's got a chainsaw. Uh-oh. Monodam looks around maniacally, seething, and for stuff to scrounge. Fuyiko just wants it to end already. Mika wants to end things once for all with Hajime. Mika bites the dust and is writhing with maggots immediately. They got to work fast. Immediately. Kazuichi invites Sakura to join his harem. Sakura respectfully declines. Xingqiu finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. You know what? Book boy becomes bike boy. Don't mind if I do. Let's hit it. Gin is being adorable as always. Gonta feels strong enough to handle anything. Heizel accepts his shadow as Heizel gains the power of Persona. Gin finds my climate change remote. Oh boy. Nekamaru tripped and fell in a bush, was surprising as a Yeet-Ball inside. Maskoto steals Nekamaru's Yeet-Ball, runs off with it. Professor Layton steals Maskoto's Yeet-Ball, runs off with it. Lian and Kiyotaka's fingers touch by action. They both blush just a little bit. A smidgen of a ooh-woo. Mitarai doesn't really want to, but finds out having to get rid of Gundam. Angie rambles on about something nobody cares about. Jotaro finally snapped. He's frenzied. So, steals Layton's Yeet-Ball, runs off with it. Kanji attacks Heizel before Shuichi can react. There's nothing Shuichi can do. Monokuma steals So's Yeet-Ball, runs off with it. And Makoto says, well, while all you fools are doing this, I hear there's a rumble. And what good is a rumble without me entering first or second? Makoto! Welcome, my lad, to the Retribution Rumble. You get in there, you have a blast, you know what's up, you know what to do. And we'll see if his luck is going to carry him this time. It's not carried him in any Rumble before. We will continue though. As Alice finds us all below his concern, Mishima tries to take out sticks and rocks and succeeds. There's an early tank. We know what a tank can do in these games. We've seen what it can do recently. Desiko steals my soundboard. My soundboard's in play. The climate change remote's in play. Oh, here it goes. Yuma has Anna tanks in play. Oh, here it goes. Yuma's found a table. Vivia steals Mishima's tank while he's asleep. Pandreo does a really dope. Hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody. Nagita won't die like the others. Maru can't take his eyes off of Desiko. Dotori tries to make his collar look fashionable. The Archonchi, Grid Potential, and Taka grant him a Hydro Vision. And Daisaku challenges Tengen and Jomama Hendry to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Jomama Hendry murders the both of them. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. And eats a single pancake before earning entry into the World Pancake Championship. And they love him in Mondstadt and Leah and Sumaru. And now he's going to the World Pancake Championship match too. Do you believe? We'll find out. And Leon just thanks Alice for being there for him. We have gone and gone again from 54 to 47. We got a long ways to go, but now we got some real brutal items in play after this. Claire de Lune 4. Juzo. Corey in the house. It's a party every week, baby. Mika. Gundam. Heizo. Daisaku. Tengen. Boo doo 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 boo doo 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 boo doo doo doo. Don't worry, I'm a professional Claire de Lunar. But it's not just Claire de Lune at this point, as I got a text massage. There is more on the line, a spot in the finale, or we could see multiple people get in. We've seen some ghostly shenanigans this season already. Will we see more zombies? Who knows? As we go to the next round, we see blood. That is what we see. We see quite a bit of it. As Joe can no longer stand by, and he wants to feel heroic too, will he also be hindrified? Zhongli finds a stack of pancakes to last him the whole game. Pandreo steals Monokuma's G-Ball, runs off with it. Kanji's had enough, he's now enraged. Nagito finds a rat in a cave, feeds it some fruit. Here, little rat bro. And then more show up. Oh my gosh, so many rodents. Everyone come partake of this fruit. And now he has an army. Go, go, rodent rangers. Ridiculous. Tori builds a rocket. Who's gonna take a trip? Fuiko has found Genocide Jack Scissors. Cute boys beware in an episode full of boys. They better get in motion. Xingqiu pixels Neon Cool lying in various places. Mitarai finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Sakura sets up her table before grabbing Yuma in a headlock. Sakura then throws Yuma right through the table, crashing right through. Former tables champion has just been dethroned by the future champion in Sakura to do. Summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Gonta. Shuichi starts sobbing uncontrollably. Lian finds a boombox, time to play some sick beats. Jo Mama Hendry attempts to go Monodam, but Kibo said, I don't believe in you, and thus Jo Mama Hendry disappeared from thin air. You don't believe? Oh. Archon Seagramshal and Kokichi Grandma Dendrovision. Leon is not Leon. They are two different people, but he fails to grasp the gravity situation. Monokuma finds a neon open sign. Uh-oh. It must belong to a popular arena supermarket. Maybe he should return it, mayhaps. Gin has found a Komodo dragon. I guess it is an animal. We don't like that, though. Jotaro looks around maniacally seething. Makoto steals Pandreo's Yeet Ball, runs off with it. Hifumi accepts a shadow. Safumi gains a power persona. Monodam accepts a shadow as Monodam gains a power persona. Angie puts a death collar on Professor Layton while he's asleep. Gin misses the spooks and the jump scares and changes the arena calendar back to October. It's spooky, it's terror time again. It's terror time again. Look, that's a throwback song. If you know Terror Time, you've shown your age. The Ranmaru and Nekomaru in a costume contest. Ranmaru is the mummy, while Nekomaru is a reaper, same as every year. Nekomaru reaps poor Ranmaru, killing him same as every year. Zuru picks up a pumpkin outside of Avi's wares and despairs. It's a rotting pumpkin, yikes. Akechi tries to kill Pandreo, but Pandreo retaliates and kills him instead. Eggman is already waiting for winter vacation. Hajime creates a marketable plushie of Jotaro without his permission. Taro is so mad, but before he has a chance to react, the plushies sell like hotcakes and they're both stinking rich. Masaru shoots blasts of energy from his hands and Maskoto is able to dodge the blows and narrowly escapes. That is, you know what? That sounds about right for him. You know what else sounds right? The song. Because Desuhiko says, hey, can you play that funky music? And I said, yeah, I can. Thank you, Desuhiko. As Alice jumps into a pile of leaves, the leaves are, oh my gosh, we are losing quite a few people. Unfortunately, leaves recovering a bit. Alice falls and then perishes. Neat. Ryoma just found a wrestling singlet. Now he can try wrestling moves. Please, he forgets all warnings about trying moves at home. He's the Kang. He doesn't need to just try them at home. He knows these moves. Fatsugami and Taichi go costume shopping rather. Avi's wears some spares. Darkness rolls around Gundam's body. He's back as a ghost too. Oh, here it goes again. Taka, Kazuha, Makoto, So, and Mitarai and Hajime get together to carve jack-o'-lanterns. Fuiko wasn't invited in an act of revenge. He dons a pumpkin on his head and slaughters all of them in the forest. Don't forget to invite the champion. Vivia takes selfies on his rad tank. Maskoto uses a mysterious cast to knock out Azuru and Nagito death claws on both of them, and then make a note, because it's time to vote. Taichi, Professor Layton, Azuru Dottore, Nagito, and Sakura all forced to play the majority game. Professor Layton received the most votes and was executed, as well as the sacrifice, Nagito. Tragedy has stricken. Tragedy has happened as Kibo hates the way the comments have been treating him and turns heel. Kibo turning heel, oh my gosh. Mishima built a machine that might revive Nagito. Electricity surges through Nagito's body and moving again he is, with a TV for a head. Well, that's unfortunate. Nekomaru prints out a bunch of invitations for his Halloween party, and Kazuichi shines his pimp cane. 34 people remain in what was a devastating round 2. Not half the competition gone yet, though, but we are nearing that point after this Claire de Lune for Yuma, Gonta, Joe Mama Hendry, Renmaru, Akechi, Alice, Kazuha, Taka, Makoto, So, Mitarai, Hajime, Professor Layton, Nagito. I feel like the world... I feel like there's not even a... I can't even say it's a small subsection. I feel like there's a large subsection of people waiting for Wanderer to win. So they can clap and they want me to... I feel like you guys really want me to play the song. And I want to play it too. But Wanderer's dead. That's a shame. We will continue though, as this game has not come to a close. We're not even halfway through, as we must continue. So many people still in, and Nekomaru has invitations to his party. Maybe he will never use them. Never. He is dead. Vivia finds some leather scraps, just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing, and it looks rather caveman-like. Fat Togami gives Eggman an apple. He said, "You're Dr. Eggman, huh? Here, take this apple." Eggman thanks him, has a bite, immediately starts coughing. That apple was poison. Poison. Desiku uses the power of the soundboard to play Dire Docks. Nekomaru hears the soothing music and goes to sleep. Unfortunately, he never wakes up. Monodam looks on the verge of snapping, like he might be. Masaru shoots blast of energy from his hands at Fat Togami. He's unable to survive the blow. Hifumi finds a suit of medieval armor and puts it on. It gleams with a dazzling shine. Gundam plays around with his incorporeal body, passing through various teams to pass the time. Dotori tries to go Hifumi, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Leon finds a pitchfork, which is great for lobbying enemies. Gadu buries Vivi and Azuru in piles of ice, freezing them both. Eggman props themselves against a tree, still poisoned, still hurting. Oh no. Angie just found a dimensional slide. Those are supposed to be collected at the end of Season 4. Kokichi summons his persona, uses Bufu, trapping Zhongli's feet in ice. Joe patrols vigilantly, ready to defend those that he loves. Xingqiu remembers how much he misses So, sobs quietly. The dead husk of Renmaru, rides with maggots. Pandreo never wants to kill anyone ever again. Mishima feels sorry for Zhongli, frees him from the trap. Akechi, his lifeless body decomposes peacefully. Maskoto gathers everyone for a Thanksgiving feast. Maskoto's in charge of the turkey and has never cooked one in his life, so he wings it. Angie, Taichi, Pandreo, Monodam, and Kibo die from severe food poisoning as Sakura has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Zhongli shoves pancake after pancake into his mouth. Ryoma looks for an opponent to fight. Kanji attempts to kill Ryoma, but Zhongli intervenes, even though Ryoma wanted this fight. Unfortunately, Zhongli dies in the attempt. Fuigo cleans the blood off of his scissors. Leon starts his boombox. Hifumi, Leon, and Masaru gather around to dance. I think they're dancing to Dire Docks. However, Leon has rigged the boombox to actually go boom. blowing up these 3 unfortunate souls. Shuichi knocks out Dedu in a fistfight, puts a death call on him. A vicious tiger charges Gin, who surprisingly shakes his paw, rides into the arena. In a fit of frenzy, Jotaro creeps up on Lee and slaughters him. Gin wonders about the future. Kazuichi wonders if he should build a machine that makes Yakiniku. Nagito feels himself unsure of what happened, guess he's alive again, with a TV for a head. And Monokuma disappears for a while, comes back with a wizard robe that he just found. He slips it on, scattering sparkles everywhere. Just 20 remain. 10 more until your saving grace picks, but for right now, somber music to more somber music. It's Eclair de Lune 4. Nekamaru, Fat Togami, Vivia, Izuru, Angie, Taichi, Pandreo, Monodam, Kibo, Zhongli, Hifumi, Leon, Masaru, Lian. Okay, now we can we can play some regular music, because you know it was Dire Docks is an unintentional vibe, but some might say it's too much of a vibe. You might get stuck in that vibe. You might be eternally vibing, and then what will happen to you? What will become of you if you eternally vibe? Viewers beware, you're in for a scare. We'll click the next round. I click the next round. Let's see if it's really the next round. Joe eats something you shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Gin finds a shiny red balloon, shiny and very shiny and poppable. Maybe someone will pop it. Maskoto pulling his bowstring back. He has a bow. Eggman finally succumbs to the poison, weakening his body and breathes his last breath. Gundam finds the corpse of Hajime, possesses it. Gundam is now in control of Hajime's body, giving up his own incorporeal body. Oh boy. Monokuma said, you know what it's time for. What is it time for? Where is it? It's right here. He goes to Av- Wait a minute, that's not Avi's Wares and Despairs. Huh? What have you done? That's, I don't know. Here, Anna, you can have this music. Oh my gosh, he's traveling to Lady Anna's traveling market. It's now open. The tributes are forced to shop. What? Mishima gets a 75 discount on a 6th sword. This isn't Avi's Wares and Despairs. Lady Anna, what are you doing? Dedu gets a 15% discount on a belt of Pokeballs. Hajime gets a 15% discount on a wish ring. How spectacular! All this foot traffic is really doing a number on the store, so AV hires Dottore as a janitor. Get to work, buddy boy. Fuyuko gets a 99% discount on a vision. How do we even sell those? Ryoma gets a 25% discount on my soundboard. Wait, that's not for sale. He's got it. Can't keep away the king. Kokichi gets a 15% discount on a vision. How do we sell those again? Jotaro, Kanji, Shuichi go shopping in the freezer section. Sakura locks them all in and freezing them to death. Shincho cuts Monokuma in line. Monokuma cuts Shincho with a knife. Sakura finds a massive sack of apples, an apple a day. Crunch keeps the doctor away. However, too many free samples keeps life away as you get killed off by security. Proven by Kazuichi. We lost quite a few people, but it ain't over yet. 11 more, 1 more into your saving grace picks, and that brings us to Eclair de Lune 4. Joe, Eggman, Gundam, Kanji, Shuichi, Jotaro, Shincho, Kazuichi. Well, the show must go on, as they say. Shall we? 1 more into your saving grace picks. I assume we're probably gonna get there next round. In fact, it could just end next round, to be honest. If we're being fair, I believe a couple people still have to shop. Let's see how that shopping ends. We will be at our saving grace picks. That will definitely be happening. How deep in we're about to find out, though. As Maskoto works for Avi's Wares and Despairs, restocking the shelves as best he can. Realm moves around uselessly. Gin takes a free sample to unfortunately has an allergic reaction and dies. Dottore cuts off Mishima's arm, but Mishima still has the other one. Mishima slices through Dottore. Dedu tosses at a Pokeball. Out comes Halucha, who uses Flying Press, crushing Mishima. Dedu and Sakura surround Fuyuko in a pond, in the middle of a pond, with the power of Electro. Fuyuko electrocutes the both of them. Kokichi can't handle the stress after losing a teammate and has become more cowardly. He will not live a coward, though. He will die a coward. As Monokuma shakes the sparkles from his wizard sleeves onto Ryoma, transforming him into a sheep, as Hajime wishes Kokichi would disappear, his wish ring shimmers for a second, and then nobody seems to remember Kokichi ever existed. Who? You hate to see it, but that does bring us down to 5. We skip Samurai Woman after this Clear Day Lune 4. Gin, Dottore, Mishima, Dedu, Sakura, Kochi. Who? Who actually? I don't remember. That person doesn't even exist anymore. We will scroll up, we will click details because we have to go through, and I will do a Control F. Rumble. Yeah, just Makoto. Because I do think we had a ghost round where we lost like 2 people. It is what it is. But you know what it ain't? It ain't the end of the episode. We got 5 people left to lose. And you have a lot of picks that were probably lost. To be honest, if 3 of your picks are still in here, you go play the lottery today. If they're not, you're just like the rest of us, and you didn't make your Saving Grace picks. Check out the details real quick. Let's scroll down. We have Hajime, surprisingly enough, who's been possessed by Gundam Tanaka. Will Memory's Key win via ghostly shenanigans? We'll find out. We'll find out soon. Gundam may be the ultimate ghost. I hate that hedgehog for the fan vote. The champions that kicked off this season, will they walk out with a fan vote for you guys? Fuihiko, who's kind of been popping off, has Genocide Jack Scissors and Electro Vision, and wants to do more damage. Will Fuihiko win this one for the Pimps Mafia? As we scroll through, we have Maskoto for Team Makoto. They could come up clutch, they could come up with a W for Makoto and Maskoto, or will it be God Among Kings? We have, I believe, Hatsune Miku, we have Zhongli, and we have Kang Ryoma. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but those are your final 5, so make those picks first, second, and third. And if you're here, still here and you're not subscribed, what, bro, you gotta do that. There's OC Revolution coming up tomorrow. There's AV Mania next month. This is the time, the best time to be doing exactly that. Click the, it's not even a red button anymore. I don't know what YouTube's doing. YouTube's broken. But you know what's not broken? The 5 competitors left, so I'm gonna make my picks, you make yours. I'm gonna take Fuihiko for first because that's the champ. You don't bet against the champ. You also don't bet us against the Kang. So I'm actually gonna take Ryoma for first, Fuihiko for second, and I think I'm gonna take Eggman is dead, so Monokuma for third. Those are my 3. Hope Ryoma's a sheep. I said what I said and I meant what I said. Still Ryoma for first. We getting a sheep victory today. No ifs, ands, or buts, and that's the bottom line, because the United States Aviator said so. Yeah. It's your final 5. And they're all caught with their hearts beating in sync, staring at each other. They know it's the final 5. They know their fates are crossed, they're synced. In fact, they might be all caught in the same crises of fate. Final 5. Let's see how this thing plays out. Will we see any more ghosts, any more revivals, any zombies? Next round sees nothing, actually, as Hajime ponders how, whoa my gosh, how best to use his wish ring. Monokuma washes the blood off his wizard robe. Fuihiko uses the power of Electro on the dead body of his allies, Kazuichi. The electricity is enough to restart his heart. Kazuichi is back. We've gone from 5 to 6. By technicality, it's a samurai woman. Let's see how this all plays out now. Final 6 as we go onward. We are now at your final 4. And that brings us to the Arkansas Group seeing great potential in Maskoto. He's got a Geo Vision. Kazuichi tries to go Hajime, but Hajime has paid him off with money. Kazuichi leaves, counting the number of green slips in his hand. Ryoma, as the sheep glances away, a sad look in his eyes, and Monokuma says, I'm killing that sheep. Kazuichi then finds a belt of Pokeballs. Fuihiko summons a shock so powerful, it fries Hajime alive. Fuihiko and Kazuichi are half of the people who are left, and that leaves them versus Monokuma versus Maskoto in a fatal 4-way, which is really a 2v1v1 after this. Terrible turnabout for Ryoma, Hajime, A late game bringing back of your partner is one that could essentially secure you a victory. They have the numbers advantage, but we've seen people lose with the numbers advantage in this scenario before. Do they have the teamwork to make that dream work? You have to remember, I believe the two of them were in the final 3 or 4 before, and I think maybe Fuyiko might have killed Kazuichi to get the job done. Will he kill Kazuichi again to get the job done now? Because we know killing your partner, that's a strategy. Regardless, it is Fuyiko, it is Kazuichi, it is Monokuma, it is Maskoto, and it is still a crisis. Or rather now it is again a crisis of fate. Will it be the Pimps Mafia? Will it be I Hate That Hedgehog? Or will it be Team Makoto? Let's find out as we click next round. Does not all in, but it is now just a 3. As Fuyiko shakes Monokuma's hand, it was a prank. Fuyiko lightly shocks Monokuma. He's now dazed, but Monokuma immediately snaps out of it. And Maskoto summons a shield protecting him from Fuyiko, who's attacking everybody relentlessly. Maskoto then causes the ground beneath Fuyiko to cave in, burying him alive. That brings us down to Maskoto, Monokuma, and Kazuichi, who's found some tactical combat gear. He's gonna need it because he is now alone. It is a true triple threat between I Hate That Hedgehog for Monokuma, between Makoto's Maskoto, and for Pimp's Mafia's ultimate pimp Kazuichi. It's a terrible turnabout 4. Fuyiko. What more can I say? What more can I do except lead you on this path that might be over next round? It is still your final 3, so it's still technically a crisis of fate. Will I even be able to ask you who will it be between Monokuma, Maskoto, Kazuichi? Let's peek in the next round and see if any shenanigans unfold. No, in fact, everyone's still fine, but I can't quite call Monokuma fine anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Kazuichi, he's trying to bring Fuyiko back again. He's trying to return the favor. Maskoto summons stones around Monokuma's feet. Monokuma's now trapped. Monokuma was struggling the trap pretty bad, cut himself, he's now bleeding out. Kazuichi said, maybe I can bring him back. The device doesn't do a single thing, but it sure looks cool. Will he be wasting too much time trying to revive Fuyiko? No. Actually, Maskoto says, never mind, the game's over. He said, no, it's me. He said, I love this town, but I hate you. Maskoto uses the power of Geo, which he just got. He's learned to use it real well because he summons a massive rock in the sky, says, I will have order, and uses it to shield the entire arena from the sun. When he realizes that this is the wrong game and he doesn't need to do that, drops that giant rock to the ground instead, killing Kazuichi and Monokuma. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game. At the tail end, it was the story of a bear that was bleeding out, of a pimp who missed his Yakuza, and a man who would do anything for the city that he loves. And his love led him to the victory after this terrible turnabout 4. Kazuichi, Monokuma. His tag team partner earned a spot in the Rumble too. That being said, shall we? Let's do just that. It is time to announce that your winner. Yeah! Representing Makoto. Makoto takes the win for Team Makoto, but not just any Makoto, the man beneath the mask. We are talking about Maskoto, the one who would do anything for the city that he loves and for the Makotos that he has come to love as well. Hey, what can I say except good on you, Team Makoto. They popped off. Important enough, I believe, Makoto entering that Rumble. If they win the Rumble, they can't like it, so like they don't like They don't block out a spot. What they do, if a team that has already won wins the Rumble, their whole team gets to enter Le Rumble. However, if it's a team that's just a team of 2, they get to draft somebody. I wonder what will happen. There's some shenanigans that could unfold. There's not a lot of teams of 2. In fact, I don't know if any teams of 2 are in the Rumble yet. I'm not sure at all. That rule might not might not matter. Hey, but if it does matter, we'll see. Let's go down and look at these rules real quick, or rather these KOs real quick. Fuiko and Maskoto did pop off. They did. Maskoto via a turkey, I believe. Fuiko, he kind of just went wild. Sakura had 5, Dedu had 4, Lian had 3, Joe Mama Hendry had 2, Kanji, Hajime, Monokuma all had 2. Everyone else was 1 or less. We can bring up that bracket and see the Makotos hanging out there. We love our Makotos, we respect our Makotos, and we do anything for the city of Makotos. We're all Makoto. You'll love to see it. And then bring us back. Tomorrow, get ready at 1 p.m. Eastern time-ish. Yeah, I believe so. It's on Dirk time, so we'll see. Is OC Revolution. We've got some fun matches planned. There's been some conversation that Dirk's been having, and you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let Dirk do his thing, and we'll see how it all plays out tomorrow. Until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching? Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I'm gonna let Sunday do his thing. Thanks for watching.